Okay, I'm back. Faith, language, and quantum theory. The way things work in quantum theory is so weird and bizarre that we really don't have the language to describe it. This is one of the reasons that most people have no interest in quantum physics. Excuse me. It simply isn't understandable to most people. If I could show you an example of subatomic behavior in this macro world where we live, you would be able to grasp the idea. But sometimes the quantum micro world seems upside down and backwards from what we observe every day in the natural macro world. As I studied quantum physics, it sounded very familiar to me. It sounded like faith language. All I had been taught over the years about faith and confession suddenly sounded scientifically possible. All the things I accepted on faith because Jesus taught them now sounded as if Jesus was speaking the language of quantum principles. After all, just how bizarre is it to say that words can move mountains? In order to believe the words of Jesus, it is necessary to let go of old ideas and open yourself to new ones. You let go of your beliefs in the way you think things work and accept a new set of beliefs. The principles of faith and the power of your words that Jesus taught seem like nonsense when seen from a worldly point of view. But Jesus said that we are not of this world. We are in the world, but not of it. John 17:16. We operate in a different set of laws, which Jesus called the laws of the kingdom of God. The kingdom of God is the realm where God lives. Different realm, different rules. The law of the kingdom of God defy explanation. That is because they do not operate strictly in the material, physical level, but on higher, overriding principle that is the basis of creation. Genesis chapter 1 tells us that God spoke the unseen into existence by his word. Words are unseen vibrations that obviously have an effect on manifesting or changing matter. You may have already experienced these laws that defy explanation. Have you ever planted a financial seed in faith? How is it possible that a person can give away $10 and be 100 or 1,000 richer? Luke 6:38. There is no mathematical explanation as to how this principle works. Giving away dollar bills does not make them multiply, and if it did, it would multiply in the receiver's hand, not the giver's hand. Yet, this is exactly how Jesus taught that the principles of the kingdom of God operated. The classic laws of physics, specifically gravity, says that a 180-pound man cannot walk on top of a surface of water without sinking. So Jesus must have known about a law that supersedes the law of gravity. Real quick, give you a short testimony about finances. Okay, when I lived on this campground, one night a sister was prophesying and she said, if you give $1 tonight, you're going to get $100. If you give $2, you're going to get $200, and so forth. And I had $1 to my name, and I was going to go get a soda after a service that night. And I was like, oh, okay. So I gave the dollar. The very next day, this is what happened. My husband had taken our son to King's Dominion, and we had season passes, and he took him there to get him away, and they were floating down the lazy river, and he fished out five $20 bills. Well, he went to the people who run it, and he asked them, he said, did anybody report money missing? And then they said, absolutely not. And he checked elsewhere, and nobody had reported any money missing. So there it was. The funny thing is, like, my son and my husband, they were having a ball. They took $20 and they blew it playing games and stuff. And he came back, and he was telling me about fishing this money out. And so he's got $80. And I said, wait a minute now. I said, I gave $1 last night, and God said I was going to get $100 back for that dollar. So where's the other 20? And they both started laughing because they had spent that 20 playing games. So there you go. God multiplied. Spoken word. Be blessed. I'm going to read you some more.